Welcome, everybody. It is weeknight. We are back. It's Tuesday night. Listen, when you have a day off, sometimes it
Yeah.
throws things off. Just wait
That
till
was
I
too
go on
funny.
vacation from work. I'm not going to know what day it is.
Nigga
But
said it's Tuesday night.
it is Tuesday night.
Yeah.
We are here. We are back. Not a lot to talk about.
Nope.
It's been dry out in those streets. Yo, I was on every single entertainment news site that I could possibly be on. There's
It's a
not a
lot of
whole
stuff
lot.
we don't talk about. That's what I will say.
Right.
Because
Um,
there's stuff, but not the type of stuff we talk about.
and I don't think there's anything that we would want to, like, even if none of it is interesting. But that's okay. We're here. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna work with what we got.
That's right.
And yeah, I am Dash. This is my co-host over here, my lovely co-host. I'm not allowed to introduce him, so
Thank you. JD, aka He Who Pods. What happened? No AKAs today?
oh, I'm Dash, aka Dashing D, aka the real king of R&B, aka Cool Grandma, but not really, aka I stopped doing Van Moose because my back, because I am a grandma, so I can't do Van Moose right now.
Oh, that gotta be a clip. Oh man.
Yeah, and then I've been at headquarters, last week or so, so no need
Yeah,
to
you
say the
haven't.
other one.
Right, that's true. All right. And I ain't got no reason to put specs on today, so no rear view mirror today for those who are watching. And for those who are watching, thank you for being here. Those who are listening, thank you for being here. If you haven't by now, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm
Please.
saying?
Yeah,
Here we are every day giving y'all super hot fire. Just subscribe. Come on down. All right?
definitely.
Now, which trailer you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about the music trailer.
Okay. How the music got free. Or how music got free. Something like that. Hold on.
I'm excited for this one.
Let me squint and let y'all know the proper title.
I got my laptop here too. I typed in how music and it affects the brain.
Yeah, how music got free.
Yep.
It's a Paramount Plus docu-series, 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm. Coming up
Executive
June 11th.
produced by Eminem and LeBron James. Yep.
Yeah, so it looks like a really interesting doc. Um, I want to see it. Okay, because I was a Napster kid. I'm sure you were.
I don't know, like the trailer said, I don't know the statute of limitations, so I ain't
All
saying
right.
shit.
Never mind then. Then we can't have a real conversation about this. So,
Listen, all of us were downloading shit.
which
That's what
is
I'll say.
which is the tagline for the docu series. It
What's
says
the
the crime.
tagline?
I think it says something like the crime we all committed.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Mhm.
But yes, if that's the case, yeah. If it's an all of us thing, yes. We all were downloading music illegally. Yes. All of us.
It says, where is it? How music got free. I'm gonna tell you, it's on the. Trying to mute YouTube, but it says uncover the secrets behind the crime we all committed.
Okay, well, then yes, we all committed it. And that's why I'm going to jump in. This looks interesting. It looks like it has the potential.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I said po instead of pa on purpose, being silly. It looks like it has the potential to be good,
Yeah.
but I'm really curious how real these people are going to be because I see the big wigs in there. I see Steve Stout. I see Eminem. I see 50 Cent. I see a lot of people who worked in factories being honest in the trailer. And that's cool, but that's not who I want to hear the truth from. I want to hear the truth about the record execs, the music industry people. That's who I want to see if they're going to give it up for real, because we know
Mhm.
that today streaming exists because of this whole movement that happened in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Right.
And we know that because of that quote unquote pirating era, that they made other moves to make music and make money off of music. So them saying like music is free, I know it's a play on words because this is how the music became free to the public, but really music's not free. So let's see how they're going to do this. I'm very curious how real those people are going to be, how transparent those former execs and current execs are going to be. I want to see what they're going to say. The people who worked in factories and were stealing shit in a belt, funny, interesting. Didn't know that. Cool. But that's not really who I want to hear from.
So I actually expect them to be pretty honest because of the fact that we're out of that era. Because of the fact that they did find a way to monetize what we were um all getting for free. I feel like they'll be, I mean, they're not going to tell us every secret, right? But I think they'll probably share what the impact was and how they had to scramble to figure out how do we make money off of, like, how do we prevent ourselves from losing money,
Yeah.
because clearly there's a market for this. um so I think that's going to be interesting because I think we are kind of out of the woods when it comes to, well, I again, like the person said, I think it was Roxy, um like she said, she doesn't know what the statute of limitations is. So
Either.
sure, but I think from their perspective they can probably speak pretty deeply to what happened during that time and how it shifted from that to what we know now. I
Right.
mean, and in some ways certain things are still in progress, right? Like maybe not necessarily with the music industry, but now we're seeing even with the TV industry where they're trying to limit how much we share with each other. So it's always ever changing. It's kind of the way um, the intersection between entertainment and technology works. But I think it's going to be cool. And I think they're actually probably going to give it up a little bit. You know, maybe not, like I said, maybe not everything, but I think they're going to tell us something, tell us what they can. And I like
We'll see.
that. It just looking at the trailer, um, I was intrigued, especially because, like I said, I guess, you know, we can't go too deep into it, but we lived during that time. We were listening to music during that time.
Yeah.
So we know how it went. We know about
Right.
Napster and LimeWire and all of the, you
LimeWire.
know,
Oh my
and
God.
like, yeah, iTunes, people's iTunes. You can't even tell. You got to click it to figure out what song it is because it's just the file name. Like this
Right.
was this was a big.
I used to change that. I used to know how to go in there
I
and
used to
change it.
change it too, but then there would be the ones. Do you remember the ones that you would change and they would change right back? Like you would leave, you would walk away, and you would come back, and
Yep.
for whatever reason, it reverted back. It would not take the file name. That used to piss me off. but but yeah, I mean, you know, and iPods, the birth of the iPod, and being, and not just iPods, but just the way that portable um listening devices changed over the years. We went from
Absolutely.
having like Walkmans and Discmans to now these
With the CD,
iPods.
you had the little briefcase you would walk around with.
Yep, with all your CDs.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I had the
That was
biggest,
stressful.
I gotta be honest, I had the biggest crushes on the boys who had the big. I was always into the music, guys. So if you had, if you had that stack of CDs, because for whatever reason, a lot of the times people would have CDs that I didn't have, and I would be like, "Oh my gosh, can we swap? Or can I listen to this? Can I borrow this? Yeah, like I'm gonna." You didn't do
They
that?
would let you. They would let you swap CDs.
Yeah, like you listen to this, you've never heard this, and I've never heard that. Can we swap? And then we talk about it, and then we swap back. Oh my gosh, that's such a cute little,
That's how
thing to
you
do with
never
your little
get your CD
girlfriend when
back.
you're a teenager, huh?
That's how you never get your CD back.
No, I would give stuff back because I don't like when people take my stuff and don't give it back. So I make sure I give people their things back unless I
Gotcha.
meant to keep it. That's
You would
different.
let people borrow the shit that wasn't too near and dear to your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's true. You ever have to
yeah,
go to somebody and ask them for something that you know is like stupid to ask them, but you want it back?
yeah,
I had that happen.
absolutely.
The last time that happened to me, I was in my 20s. It was somebody at work, and I was. It doesn't matter, but the point is, it was awkward.
He was like, "That's my stapler, okay? It's my stapler. Give it
Well,
back."
no, it was like something personal, like from my home that I
Oh.
brought to work, and I let them borrow. I'm not gonna say specifically what it was, just because.
Listen, till this day, a friend. I mean, I don't consider us friends anymore, but somebody I was cool with, an older woman, she's in her 50s,
Mhm.
borrowed. This is the last person I let borrow some shit like this because of this. She's in her 50s, maybe older today. She borrowed my Avatar Blu-ray and was like, I heard so much about this film. You have it. Can I borrow it? And I was like, all right, go ahead.
Give it back.
Still to this day, haven't got it back.
See,
Avatar 1.
and I think that's really shady because I'm gonna assume that she knew that you were a big movie guy.
I mean, she got it from being in my house and seeing my movie collection.
So that's fucked up. Like, I'm not gonna take your prized possessions. You know what I mean? Like,
Today, it's not the greatest of deals, but yeah, this the principle for me.
well, right, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, if it's something that I really, really like, and I let you borrow it off the strength, like, no, then you gotta give it back.
Agreed.
This dude tried to hold on to my DJ Khaled book. I went right and found him and said, "Nigga, I need my book back.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't care that I paid $9.95 for it.
I
Um,
need the keys back.
I need the keys back." It's a great book, by the way. If you've never read it, or anyone has never read it, you should totally check it out. It's actually very motivational. I think I might read it soon. Um, it's one of those books that I like to go back to. So,
Understood.
speaking of, wait a minute, wait a fucking minute. Colin, how did we not talk about this when we talked about Bad Boys? DJ Khaled was in Bad Boys for Life.
Okay. Yes.
All right, let's move on because you're not going. It's fine.
Because it was not a good movie. But yes, I'm happy he was in the movie. He
It
got a
was
check.
no, but you know that I like DJ Khaled. That's why I'm so excited about it. I didn't think it was a good movie.
And he got a check. And so props to him for getting a check.
Yeah, and beat up by Will Smith.
Gotta get beat up by Will Smith.
Listen, I mean, I feel like that's a flex in a way. If you gotta get beat up by some dude in a movie, I mean, Will Smith is upper echelon. I mean, up until he slapped that person, and then people didn't think he was that upper anymore. But what's the next topic?
The juice is loose.
The juice is loose. The full trailer came out. Beetlejuice 2.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. The trailer came out.
Beetlejuice.
Don't say it a third time. I thought that was good.
Yeah, I like the trailer. I know this is an extended version of what we saw
Yeah.
before, but I want to see it.
Yeah, I didn't need another trailer. I know this is
Mm.
the full trailer, quote unquote, but that minute 20 seconds, that was enough for me.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it looks, for me, it's always, does it look good?
Cinematography.
Yeah, and it does, and
Yeah.
it's Beetlejuice. I mean, and to me, what they've shown us, it doesn't look like they've ruined it, which is always the fear when something like this comes out. Now,
Like a
that
Bad
doesn't.
Boys 3.
like Bad Boys 3. Now that doesn't mean that they didn't ruin it. It just means that they've shown us their best parts. And and I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
I still want to see it. To me it's such a classic movie. Um
Right.
and it's such a staple from my childhood that I want to see it. I
Yeah.
want to see it. I'll take the L on it if it's not great. It's fine.
It looks like it's going to be fun. It
Yeah.
looks like something you could go with the family and see, or just by yourself if you enjoyed it and want to enjoy it by yourself. It looked like either way is good. It could be a movie you go on a date and see. Could be a movie you go with the
Yeah.
family and see. It's one of those like all around feel
It's a
good
good
movies.
it's a good everybody movie. Everybody could see it, you know. You don't have to you could take the kids, you could, you
Yeah.
know, you like you said you could go with a date. It's that kind of movie.
Yeah, and I think that's cool. I think that also gives them more wiggle room because we have an expectation, but we also know this is not going to be the Oscar-winning Oppenheimer, right? Like we're not
Mhm.
expecting that. It's a lighthearted, fun movie. And so yeah, it looks good. It's been eons since the first one, but it looks like they are sticking within the themes of the movie franchise. And I like the way they kind of flipped it to like the older woman now saying like, "Hey man, don't do it. This guy will come through and fuck up everything."
Right, yeah.
And the younger one is like, "Oh please, what am I supposed
Beetlejuice.
to be scared of?
Right.
Please." He's like, "Don't say it a third time."
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks good. Looks fun. I'm excited about that. And also, Michael Keaton has been doing a phenomenal job since he bounced back. I don't know if bounce back is the right term, but came back into
Hmm.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I don't have too much more to say. It
William
was fun to see. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say William Defoe is in it also.
Right. Yeah, it was cool. They showed us a little bit more of the cast.
Yeah.
That's cool, but I don't have too much more to say. I was really excited about it. This made me more excited, but I won't be watching any more of the trailers. I know a lot of times when it's a big release,
Yeah.
they put out 2, 3, 4 trailers. I won't be watching any more of the trailers. So I'll be watching it September 9th or whatever it was.
Okay. Yeah.
Word. All right. Well, we got one last little topic. Let's do it.
We got another Am I the Asshole that I found to
Yeah.
talk about. So um I'm just go ahead and start because this one is about I try to pick like general ones and then some of them that are like about dating and stuff like that. So this one is leans more like dating and relationships.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for not continuing my reception after my husband went behind my back? My now husband, Lucas, named him by name, 26, and I love the way she put female 25 but didn't say her name. We're getting married. We decided to tie the knot as we were having a little girl together and are madly in love. So leading up to the wedding day, Lucas told me that his best man, Jacob, wanted to propose to his girlfriend as it would be a great time and it is a nice venue to do it at. I said that I didn't want him to propose at our wedding as it is our special moment, not theirs, and that they can do it sometime else.
Right.
Lucas told me that his friend was mad that I didn't agree. I just wanted the wedding to be about us because it was our special day. After that, that's how I read to the kids. I just got kind of lost in what I was reading, the inflection in my voice. I was like, wait, this is a real story. After the, after the disagreement, I thought nothing of it. Fast forward to my wedding day, we had finished the church service and now we're at the reception. We're all having fun eating. I'm eating my food and then Jacob stops the music at the DJ booth to make an announcement. I just knew from that moment he was going to propose. I looked to see where Lucas was and he was holding red and white roses walking out to stand in front of Chloe, Jacob's girlfriend, spelling out, "Will you marry me?" I was shocked that they went behind my back when I said no. I got up out of seat and walked out. It's been 2 days since the wedding, and my husband cursed me out for not letting them have a special moment.
Oh.
I responded with, I wanted the day to be about us because it's our wedding, not theirs, and I'm happy for them. But the worst thing was, even though I said no, you went behind my back about it. Since that argument, he moved to the guest room, and now most of my friends are cursing me out on all my socials. Am I the asshole?
I don't know if men are allowed to respond to this one. Like, this is kind of a woman topic, no?
I don't think so because it centers Lucas and Jacob, and their friendship to me superseded this marriage.
Yeah, they was on some bros before whole shit, and that's not the time to be on that.
And I'm gonna be real honest with you. Fuck Lucas and Jacob.
Yeah, I don't
And
think
if
she's the asshole.
she's not the asshole, and in fact, this would be an annulment, or that I wish we hadn't signed that license 2 hours prior.
Yeah.
Don't send the license in. I wouldn't. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Maybe we could at some point figure it out, which I don't see how you can, but I would not submit the license.
Yeah, I don't know how extreme I would go with my response, but no, I don't think she's the asshole. I think he messed up. I think that, for a lot of women, a wedding is their special day. It is very much of something they dream about since they're little, and you you kind of ruined the reception, which is the big part for a lot of people, right?
Yep.
And so you ruined the reception by making it about your friend and his girl. And it's cool to want to do something for your friend, especially your best friend. But if your partner if you and your partner have discussed it and the answer was no, until there's some sort of compromise or y'all are on the same page, to go do this is really kind of foul. I would leave him in the guest room. You could stay in the guest room, player. My friends could be mad. But I also understand their side. I could see where some people say, "Oh, girl, he already married you. It's not that serious." But I think
In
that's
the middle of
because,
marrying you, though. That's
well,
the thing for
and
me.
that's what I'm about to
It's
say. I
like
think,
you were
yeah, I
in the
think that's,
middle of it.
yeah, I think that's because they're not putting themselves in her shoes. They're just thinking about like, oh, but it was fly and it was special, and people get really weird but excited about proposals, and I get it, but yeah, I think it's foul to take away this person's moment uh to give someone else a moment.
I agree. I think so. I think there's multiple things wrong here. I think just forget about them for a moment. Proposing at someone else's wedding, poor taste, as far as I'm concerned.
Same.
Just do it on your own time. Why the fuck? I paid so much money to be here and do this, whether the wedding is big or small. You spend a lot of money, you put a lot of time into planning a wedding. There are a lot of resources that go into it. Yes, it's yours. The same way if I plan a party, a birthday party or something, and you propose at my birthday party, this is not the venue for your proposal.
I agree.
Also, if you're going to do it, don't make it a part of my event. You could have been like, "Oh, you know what? We're getting where the wedding is at Terrace on the Park." And they have like a really good view, and I have this drone photographer who, since we're gonna be there, I could get the drone guy to come and like take video of me proposing on the balcony or something. I'm making stuff.
It's a good compromise.
I mean Terrace on the Park is, that's the first place that I thought of. But and then do that away from other people. And then come back inside and say, we just got engaged. And that, I think, softens the blow. But to actually make it a part of my reception,
Well,
first
to stop my reception.
to stop my reception, to get on the mic to have my man, who's supposed to be sitting next to me eating dinner because we just got married 2 hours ago, to
Yeah,
have
stop.
him come out with the flowers that spell out, "Will you marry me?" What is going on? And what? Listen, I think it's really important for men to have solid friendships. I think it's important for everybody to have solid friendships. But I think when you're going into a relationship with someone, I think it's really important, at least for me, is that a man has solid friendships, people he can trust, people he can turn to if he needs advice, people who will guide him and lead him on the right path. That is cool. I think that's important. But what the fuck is this? Okay, Lucas and Jacob, that's too much.
And that's why she ain't changed their names.
Exactly. That's why she
Yeah.
didn't change their name, because she knew she wasn't wrong.
Right.
Now, I guess the other part to me that's really important is that before we even get to the reception, you had a conversation with me. You asked me something, and I said I wasn't with it.
Right.
We didn't come to a compromise. We came to a
Right.
stalemate, which means
Right.
no one should be moving forward with any plans
Agreed.
because you and I didn't agree to it, and
Right.
we did not come to a compromise. And then you conspired behind my back
Yeah,
to
you
do
gonna
it
be in the
anyway.
guest room. You
And the
go to the
re-
guest room.
and the reason why I'm saying I wouldn't submit the license is because, is this indicative of what the marriage is going to be?
Good point.
Because if you are going to go behind my back that easily,
Yeah.
that quickly, what happens to the big stuff, right? What happens to the really important stuff? What are you gonna do? You gonna go behind my back with that shit too?
Probably.
Yeah, to me, the biggest part of this is the trust that was broken.
Yeah, I agree.
Fucking Lucas,
He's the asshole.
he's the asshole. Lucas is the asshole, and Jacob should have. Jacob could have proposed anywhere.
Yeah. Yes. I agree.
I don't like this. I don't like
No.
this. Weddings are supposed to be good and they're supposed to be fun. They're supposed to make you happy and fill you with joy. They are not supposed to do this. And the fact that this woman missed
Yeah,
half
and
of
I
her
just don't.
reception.
Yeah, and I agree with you. And I just don't like it. Like, if it's a person's special moment, let them have their moment. It's like when Offset went to Cardi B's show, and I didn't like that.
There's like a certain level of defiance happening, right? Like
Yeah,
I'm asserting myself in this act.
let them have their moment. It's like your birthday party example. Your birthday party example was good. If cats got a birthday going on, yo, let them have their birthday and have their fun. You could
Right.
do that any other time. Why you chose my birthday? Now every time my birthday comes around, I gotta think about that. Nah.
Exactly. I don't know. But the last thing I will say, and then we could go, is I do think that where she aired is stomping off and leaving all those people there who were there for her. I think
Yeah.
that
It wasn't a smart decision.
I can understand why people are upset with her.
Yeah.
Um,
Because she stopped the rest of the thing, right? The reception.
she left. She left.
Yeah. That was not smart.
Like,
That was a little assholish, a little emotional. I agree.
at least have a conversation with your people before you go. Don't
Right.
just stomp off and leave these people here, because people also put in, I don't know where or how, I don't know what the details of their wedding was, but people also put a lot into attending your wedding.
Of course. And that's the plan for the day.
Yeah, from the guests and the time that they'll spend, the money that they'll spend, whether it be on clothing or to give you a gift or travel or whatever
Hair,
it is.
makeup, travel. Right.
Exactly. People put a lot into going to weddings, and then also your bridal party puts in even more. to be there for you and take part in your special day. So I just feel like she could have stuck around, or she could have dealt with it after, or she should have communicated better to her guests that she couldn't continue the party or whatever it is. But that's where I think she messed up. But that's it.
Yeah, I agree with that. She could have handled that better. Leave him in the guest room, girl.
Until when?
I don't know. So he shows some kind of remorse.
He gonna be moving in with Jacob in no time. Jacob and that same fiance.
Well, I know. And then there's that.
Well, that's weeknights.
This has been Weeknights. We will see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.